If you are talking, you are not listening. And if you are pushing your ideas on other people, then you're closed to the opportunities provided by other ideas. So communication is one of those things that people think is how I talk to other people. But communication should be two ways. And so when you've got that good communication where people are bouncing ideas off each other, you come up with a good situation where the best ideas are coming to the forefront. And actually, and we've talked about this a lot in previous live streams, is embracing bad ideas and failure. And that is something that Dungeons and Dragons absolutely focuses on, and it makes it fun, is because you can be a character and you can do whatever it is that you want. You could be a kind of stoic barbarian type. You could be crazy. You could be unhinged. You could be someone who has no concept of danger or risk. And you just turn around and go, okay, well, I'm going to go and throw something over there, and I'm going to blow that up, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. If that's done in the right way, then that can be a fun thing. What is not a fun thing is when that happens in business, because business is not that kind of fun craziness. You need to be able to clearly communicate between layers within a business and across kind of managerial level as well. And the way you do that is by being open and honest and listening actively. So again, one of the big things that we talk about here on the channel is trust, and how you build trust, and how you do that not by withholding information, but by actually being open and honest and providing that information, and also reducing the negative consequences of being bold. And I think teamwork doesn't come from a leader who shouts and screams and says, you go this way. In Dungeons and Dragons, if someone's doing that, nobody else is having fun. Only one person's having fun. Taking the people who maybe talk slightly less than everybody else and trying to bring them to the fore is something that a dungeon master or a games master tries to do, to give people equal time. It's in Dungeons and Dragons, it's called spotlighting. So effectively, you've got 4 or 5 people who are all playing different characters. And yes, they're working as a team, but sometimes you need to highlight an individual person, usually someone who's not talking very much or is a little nervous, maybe a first-time player. Bring their character to the front, get them to engage with what it is that's going on, and give them a little side quest, give them a little important thing that makes their character part of the system and part of the program. And what you're doing by doing that is creating a safe space where they feel that they can stretch themselves, they can be more positive, they can use the skills, they can come out of their shell because they're an introvert. As long as that's done in a way that is collaborative and is in a place where even if they fail, that there's nothing that's terrible is going to happen. No one laughs at them. No one gets upset. No one gets frustrated. You will find that the next time you come to that person, or even when you're not highlighting or spotlighting that person, they will start to bring their own ideas. They will start to feel confident, and you will get more information on what it is you're trying to do. That's a really important part of Dungeons and Dragons, and me as someone who does a lot of games mastering, one of the things I really like to do is bring those more introverted people who love playing Dungeons and Dragons as much as the extroverted people who are constantly trying to take control of the story and push it in a direction and go, no, what does this person think? Or do you have any interest or understanding of the situation that we're in right now? And they might turn around and go, no, and that's okay, but you've given them the opportunity. And so that's where trust comes in. And when other people see that you've provided an opportunity to someone, and even if they haven't taken it, but they know that that opportunity is available to them, and they know that there's no horrific response or belittling or name calling or shouting or screaming or whatever they're fearful of, and the reason why they're not talking, that's important to have in any Dungeons and Dragons game, but also in a business. That there are no negative consequences for trying to make the team better with ideas, good or bad. So embrace adaptability and flexibility.